ahead and let's just dive right into our discussion about community posts. This is part of a series that we did for community posts, and we're still in that series. I'm enjoying this, and I'm also enjoying checking out all of your community posts. Y'all stick and stay, because some of your favorite creators are going to be part of these visuals today, because I saw some of their great posts and they help to highlight the content for today. Community posts are not just updates, they are distribution tools. They help YouTube remember who your channel should be shown to. When someone interacts with one of your posts, YouTube then reads that as active interest, and that activity spills over into your videos and your lives. So the more you use community posts to engage viewers and subscribers, the more the algorithm, the YouTube supercomputers that are positioned all over the world, the more they are going to see those as positive indicators to push more traffic to your long format videos and your live streams. Friends, it really is just that simple. In every episode of Shop Talk, I'm all the time sharing the things that I learned to do to grow my channel from just a little over 200 subscribers to fully monetized in just 6 months using just my iPhone 15 Pro Max. And I did that, friends, at 49 years of age. Yep. I started in the spring with about 200 subscribers, and I reached full monetization. I reached partial monetization in July and full monetization at the beginning of August. Yes, and you can too. And these are the strategies that I used, and that's what we used for the basis for Shop Talk. I share them, and then I also use the questions and answers that you all drop in the comments during every live stream, or that if you're viewing the episodes of Shop Talk, we're now up to episode 71, when you drop comments in the comment area as you rewatch and replay the content as a video on demand, I share those too. Oh, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. So that's the long and the short of it, friends. Lala says taking notes to do her homework. I love that, Lala. I hope that you are getting something from each and every episode of Shop Talk. Always, if you have that, what we call a growth mindset, it really will help you to reevaluate your channel and reevaluate what you do and how you approach your YouTube journey. So drop that in the chat if you would now, please. Hashtag growth mindset. Or you're actively doing the work, putting the work in, and putting the work in strategically to grow your channel. If I were you, I would be minding the business that really is going to help you grow your channel. Lala, the high vibe coach, says, I eat Shop Talk for breakfast. Love that. What? I love. Thank you, Lala, thank you. Thank you for making me laugh. But you know what? I like that, Lala. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you so much. Thank you all for joining me. Let me hydrate a little bit. Look at all those friends dropping in with that good content. Hashtag growth mindset. Absolutely, friends. Absolutely. So here's some content that definitely this is what it looks like, friends. This is what it looks like when you have a growth mindset. When we use the tools, posts, community posts, you can use those interchangeably because they mean the same thing. Okay. Less is more in 2026. So they've just changed the name from community posts to posts. They are, in fact, the same thing, because posts, remember, go to your subscribers, to your members, and even to those people who have recently watched any of your content. They're also going to receive your posts. And so here is an example coming from a content creator that I recently collaborated with. When you hear that phrase in the YouTube streets, collaborate and grow, or connect and grow, this is what it looks like from the standpoint of a community post. Amy Loses It took the plunge, and she sat with me for a 2-hour interview, an extended interview, and I call those coffee and conversations. That is my interview segment on kendyK all day. And so it was also my first live stream of the new year. So I wanted to really capitalize on that. And with that in mind, here's what I did. I created a series of community posts that worked together to promote this live stream. My first episode of Coffee and Conversations, an interview with Amy Loses It. She's on a weight loss journey and she's using a GLP-1 to do it. So 2 very relevant, timely topics in the YouTube streets. But I really wanted to make sure we had a large audience and everything was gold. It all worked well. These are the strategies that I use, and my top strategy that I use to push traffic to this content before, during the live stream, and on the replay was community posts. Community posts were the glue that was holding all of these things together. So stick and stay, and let me walk you through it. This is what I did, friends. Notice that we have a great looking thumbnail. The thumbnail that the image size that you need to use for community posts is what they call a 1x1 thumbnail size. It's a perfect square. So you are going to have to reorient your thumbnails, which are usually in the 16:9 is the structure on those. And these need to be perfect square 1x1. So when I do community posts, I always format them for that. And then the images look really great and nothing is clipped off. So you've got to have a perfect square in order to do that with a 1x1. And then look at the engagement. Look at how many likes I got on this thumbnail. Because I used a series of posts, not just a single post. I used a series of posts in the lead up to just before the live stream started. So I started with my posts about this episode of Coffee and Conversations. I started those posts the night before the live stream. And first of all, I even started before that because I had set this stream up in StreamYard. Friends, I think we did this on a Tuesday. So I know that by Sunday, maybe by Friday before that Tuesday, I know that we had the thumbnails up. I had the thumbnails up, 2 of them for the vertical stream and the landscape stream. For the mobile stream and the landscape, the horizontal stream. So that was 2 thumbnails about this content up 2, 3, 4 days in advance. Wasn't really for the viewers at that point, but at least they got to see, oh, kendyK is interviewing Amy Loses It, another content creator. But it was also for what? For the YouTube algorithm. So the YouTube algorithm had plenty of time, days even, to find the right audience for my content. Remember, posts aren't just for the viewers and not just for the subscribers. It's for the YouTube supercomputers as well to connect more viewers with your content, the right viewers, the right audiences. We want to thank content creator. Thank you for y'all chatting it up. Look at some of these great chats. Sandra James says, very good to know. A question answered before I asked about it with the thumbnail post. Absolutely. Yes. I will go back and I will drop that in a post and share the exact dimensions because I use, to create my post, friends, I use my iPhone 15 Pro Max. Okay, friends. So I I got 61 likes, and I don't know how many likes you normally get on your community posts or on your long format content, but if I ever get 61 likes on anything, I'm extremely pleased, because that is 4 times as many likes as I normally get on my posts and even on most of my long format content. If you are one of those content creators who gets hundreds of likes on all of your posts and your content, wow, drop in the chat and let us know what you're doing. Share some of your pro tips. So I was super pleased, because for me to get 61 people hitting that thumbs up button, that is 4 times my normal number of likes. But again, I did all the things that YouTube suggests that we do. I really kind of primed the pump in this situation. I knew I wanted to have lots of engagement, and I wanted to have a great live stream. And by all accounts, it was. Anytime you collaborate with other content creators, YouTube is going to push your content out further. YouTube encourages collaboration in 2026. They encourage you to collaborate with other content creators. Hey, here's a face we love to see. It's the GOAT. It's Slim Jim Longfoot. Absolutely. We want to welcome in content creator Carol, the Girl Manager. Look at all these content creators. Slim Jim Longfoot says quality always matters, and he appreciates people who come back even if it's only once. Y'all, yeah, YouTube loves to see repeat viewers on your content. They take those as very strong engagement signals, and they respond by sending your content out to additional audiences, additional viewers. So once I did those things, friends, once I used these series of posts, and I'll talk you all the way through that during this episode of Shop Talk. Y'all, thank y'all for sticking with me here. We're going to get through it, because I've got some great visuals prepared for you, and I want to share them properly for you. And so here's where we are, friends. The algorithm was activated because, y'all, I had the thumbnails out there early, and y'all know what I mean. Sometimes you do the thumbnail at the end, right? Sometimes it looks just like this the whole time during your live stream. And when you do it like that, friends, you're not going to get as many views. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest. And you know it to be true as well. But when you have the thumbnail out there early, the algorithm gets to find the right audience, especially when you use hashtags and tags in your description box, right? Plus posts also. Yep, the supercomputers, the algorithm is using both your posts, signals from your posts, and your hashtags and tags to help you find the right audience to help it find the right audience for your content. So subscribers were notified in advance, as well as recent viewers, just by me putting out some posts. And then after the live stream, kendyK was able to extend the life of that live stream and maximize the video on demand, the replays of that live stream, by just going back and tweaking my post. The same post where I shared the channel links. I then tweaked the language at the top and shared. I always add a little text to most of my posts, even my image posts. Okay. So, friends, let's talk through that secret sauce of it all. It's not how often you post, it's what people do after you post. Let me say that again. It's not how often you post, it's what people are going to do after you post. Timing matters more than the frequency. Engagement matters more than the polish. And questions, asking your viewers and your subscribers in a post, and then asking them to then comment below and share their answer in a post, that always works better than just sharing an announcement. Remember, we talked about that user interface and that user experience? You got to give them a better experience so that they'll be what? Highly engaged. Is it making sense, friends? I hope it is. Let's keep talking through it. Polls are, in fact, the fastest engagement that you can get. Even one tap on a post, especially a poll where they're giving their opinion to you because you asked and they answered on the poll, that is telling the YouTube supercomputers that people are paying attention to you and your content and your channel. Again, it takes all of those things as positive signals to send your long format content and your videos out to larger audiences. So, what should you not do as a creator as you think about posts? Let's talk about some of those things. Don't post links that don't have a setup. Don't just drop a link in there. You need some text to go with it. Okay. You got to lead the people to the water if you want them to drink, right? And I lead people with a little bit of text and the best emojis to go with it. Here's the best one. Lean into this one, friends. Are you leaned in? Don't delete your low engagement posts. kendyK. I'm going to say it again. Don't delete your low engagement posts. If you do, you're deleting the algorithm knowing who you are. You deleted yourself from the algorithm, from the supercomputers. Your posts were linking to your long format content and your live streams. Even a post with low thumbs up or only 2 comments still gives the supercomputers vital information about you and your channel in the supercomputers, in the algorithm. Friends, just like we tell you, don't delete your long format video or your live streams. Don't delete your posts, even if those posts don't have a lot of action on them. If they don't have a lot of engagement on them, still keep them there, because the YouTube studio, the algorithm still gets to know your channel and your content. And it's helping to identify the best audiences for you now or in the future. The more posts you do, the more you're putting yourself in the algorithm, sticking and staying and keeping yourself in the algorithm. Friends, don't wait to post until after the video is cold. If you wait till it gets cold, you want to repost and get that video on demand, get those replays rolling to keep that good, powerful live stream. If you had a good, powerful, engaging live stream, you want to keep traffic on that content during the replay. So don't wait till it goes all the way cold. Then it's going to take longer for it to heat back up. You got to prime the pump while it's hot. Yes. Keep traffic on that thing while it's hot. Lala says, every time you delete something, YouTube gives you that side eye. Absolutely. Slim Jim Longfoot says, exactly. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for being here. Great discussion today. We want to welcome in content creator reversing high blood pressure. Welcome in. And check out these content creators, friends. So here's a strategy loop, friends. Here is a pro tip. So we've got a question from content creator Carol the Girl Miniature and member of kendyK's crew. What if they have engagement, but it's not associated with your content? What if your community posts have engagement, meaning they hit the like button or they drop comments on your posts? Carol, the girl manager, then why would you put it on private? Friend, I'm going to repeat the last visual again. Don't delete your posts. Don't put them on private. Don't delete them and don't put them on private. No, don't. That's a don't. Okay. I hope that's clear now. Thank you all for joining me. No problem, friend. We're here. That's what we're here for, to connect, to collaborate, to learn and grow our channels to and through full monetization. Friends, I still am. I'm just like you. I'm a new and a small content creator because you know what? Until you get about 500,000 subscribers, YouTube considers us all new and small. And people, you've got to really think about it. Some folks say, I only have 200 subscribers. I only have 300 subscribers. Those are 300, 200 folks who liked you well enough, kind humans throughout the world who liked your content well enough to hit subscribe. That means a lot because I remember when I only had 2 subscribers. I remember when I was trying to get to 50 subscribers. And now you have 200. Friends, have a growth mindset and have an attitude of gratitude. Now, that's what we're doing today. It's a little bit of motivation, but it's a lot of strategy. It's about kendyK sharing all the things that I did at 49 years of age to fully monetize my channel. And now I'm getting a YouTube check every month by the grace of God. And because of kind humans like you who are willing to connect with my content, kendyK has gotten a YouTube check every month since monetization. Some folks, they monetize, but they fail to reach the $100 threshold in order to get a payout, a YouTube check. Friends, I'm just sharing. I'm just sharing. So y'all use this as a strategy loop. Here's the secret sauce. And I'm going to leave Carol, the girl miniature, up there because y'all, I love her content. Y'all, she's a miniature chef. She cooks in miniature. What does that mean, kendyK? Drop over to her content. Check her out. Friends, post using those posts that can boost the high engagement from your viewers. Viewers love poll posts. Viewers also love image posts. And viewers also love when you give them a link so that they can click right over to your long format videos and your live streams. All of those send positive signals to the YouTube algorithm. Y'all begin also to monitor your watch time and the channel visits because that's what the YouTube supercomputers, the algorithm for short, that's what the algorithm is using. They are tracking the watch time on your content and the number of times viewers return to watch more of your content. Viewers, subscribers, and members. The more repeat viewers you have on your content, the more the YouTube views that positively to send your content out to wider audiences. The algorithm calls longer viewing sessions or watch sessions and repeat viewers. It means that your channel is gaining momentum. momentum in the algorithm, momentum in the supercomputers. And all of that equates to your content being pushed out to wider and wider audiences. We want to welcome in Mujaro Journey with Pam. How did I get 4,000 watch hours so quickly? People started watching my content. People started watching my content. Friends, newsflash, 500 subs, 1,000 subs. I'm on the road to 5,000 subscribers, but my first mini goal is to get to 2,000 subs. Friends, those are still very small numbers when we talk about subscribers. In the YouTube algorithm, to be quite honest with you, kendyK having almost 2,000 subscribers is relatively the same number of subscribers that my guest on Coffee and Conversations, who has almost 400 subscribers. Y'all, it's relatively the same. It's just a tiny, minute, minuscule, very small, teeny tiny, miniature amount of subscribers. Shout out to our girl, Carol, the Girl Miniature, who cooks in miniature form. Great channel, by the way. Subscriber by subscriber, you'll grow your channel. But what started happening, Moonjaro Journey with Pam, how I reached the 4,000 required watch hours is I started doing live streams. And can I tell you this? I did not start doing live streams. I'm now 2 years old on YouTube. That happened last week. I had my second birthday on YouTube. And throughout the whole first year on YouTube, all the way till April, when I was 15 months old on YouTube, January, February, March. 16 months old on YouTube. I never did a live stream. Didn't go live on YouTube. Nope. Not for the first 16 months I was on YouTube. Y'all, these are the facts. So that is why I can tell you exactly the strategies that I did. So if you already, however many number of subscribers you have today, go live. Go live more often. It keeps you in the algorithm. Live streams, they just turn out to be pretty hot stuff. But you know what I did do right during those first 16 months before I ever went live on YouTube? Is I was creating long format content. Long format content, the best it wasn't perfect long format content. It was the best long format content that I could create as a new YouTuber. And all of it was ready to go as soon as I was ready for full monetization. Ads could roll. What happens to people who only do live streams is they end up not having good content, long format content to attach ads to. Yes, you can attach ads to long format content and to live streams. Yes, you can attach ads to live streams and to your long format content. But yeah, you might be alive on a live stream for 2 hours. But on the video on demand, on the replay of those live streams, folks are not very, 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 very few viewers are going to watch for that 2 full hours again. Very, very, very few. Okay. Live streams are good because they bring in waves of viewers who watch for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You'll have a couple that'll stick and stay for the long haul with you. But on video on demand, once those things go into the replay mode and the replay mode is activated on your content, friends, they're not going to stay that long because they're not going to have that instantaneous feel to interact with you, for you to put their comments up on the screen, all of those things. Yes. So that's what I did. Mounjaro journey with Pam. Let me go back and give you a shorter, more concise answer. That's what I did. I started going live in April of 2025. And I continue to combine that with putting out my best long format content. And viewers, friends, remember this, viewers, even viewers who never hit my like button, even viewers who never commented, started watching my content. I put my content into playlists. That's why kendyK has now 52 playlists. 52 playlists, absolutely. Playlists for all of my long format content and my live streams. Check me out, friends. If you think that all kendyK is about is shop talk, you're missing out. I'm just saying. Oh, let me tell you. Mounjaro Journey with Pam, I'm putting her back up. Mounjaro Journey with Pam has a follow-up question. Y'all, if you have questions, this is what will help me. Go ahead and do this. When you have a question, let me put this up. When you have a question, do this and put a question mark on it, because then it'll send me a signal in StreamYard so that I can see your question easier. And we want to welcome in new member of kendyK's crew, Serene in the Making. Welcome. Newest member of kendyK's crew is Serene in the Making. But Mounjaro Journey with Pam, content creator, y'all check her out. She's had a tremendous weight loss using GLP-1. So if you're interested in that content, you know that kendyK just did a sleep study in the hopes that I can get my insurance company to pay for my GLP-1 medication. I hope that I am ZEP bound. I hope that I will be ZEP bound in the next few weeks or so. We got pushed back a little bit because of this snow apocalypse that came through here, that came across our country and just hit the Carolinas. Bless those friends in the Carolinas. Mounjaro Pam has a follow-up question. And does the watch time count just the time they are on there? Friends, every minute that someone is watching your long format content or your live streams counts towards your watch hours, towards the 3,000 watch hours towards initial monetization and the 4,000 watch hours for full monetization. But that those watch hours have to be captured over the last 365-day period. These are great questions, Mounjaro Journey with Pam. I'm leaving you up there with intention because I want folks to capture your channel name and connect. If you're genuinely interested in weight loss, health, and fitness, and friends, she presents just like I do as a woman of a particular age. That means we're too grown for you to be asking us how old we are. We're seasoned. So we just get better with our age. Yes, Mounjaro Journey with Pam. But Mounjaro Journey with Pam, I've been enjoying your walks along the beach. I'm just saying. I hope that was enough to make y'all click and check out Mounjaro Journey with Pam. Yes. And so even then on the replay, you're going to get watch hours minute by minute while they're with you on the live stream, viewers are. And then on the replay, yes, when you have to make that video public again after your live stream. If you're not monetized, you have to make that video public. It'll automatically go to private if you're not monetized. You will have to make it public. So always go back and make it public so it can be back on the replay mode. A video on demand is what the YouTube algorithm calls it. And you'll get watch hours again. So that's the point of kendyK doing that loop, y'all. That's what I do, a loop. I try to put out a post before the content goes out, my long format video, or before the live stream, as in like the day before or a few hours before. Proper planning ensures a perfect performance, ensures perfect execution of your content to wider audiences, just the way that the YouTube algorithm needs to receive all these signals. And then I keep pushing it right after my long format video was premiered and right after my live stream. Yeah, that's the strategy loop, y'all. Before, during, and after. Before, during, and after. How many of kendyK's posts have you read where kendyK says, "We're live," and here's the link? And then if you come back the next day or later that evening, you're always going to see, "Here for the recap play, catch the replay." I'll show you. I'll show you. Y'all, thank y'all for chiming in. Carol, the girl manager, she's another one of those seasoned ladies, y'all. There's something about us. There is something about these seasoned humans, Slim Jim Longfoot, seasoned as well. But y'all, I'll tell you too, one of the coolest folks I've met here in the YouTube streets is our good buddy Kyle Vlog. Y'all, let's go ahead and bring Kyle Vlog to the stage. Thank you all for joining me. Kyle, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Kyle, welcome in, buddy. Y'all, Kyle Vlog is not one of these seasoned folks, but he's that guy. Y'all drop that in the chat for Kyle Vlog, hashtag that guy. Y'all know Kyle is that guy. He's one of my favorite co-hosts for Shop Talk. He's just that, y'all. He's that guy. Y'all drop that in the chat for me. Drop that in there for us. Let's honor Kyle Vlog today. And we got some new badges out there in the YouTube streets. I hope you all have seen them. Kyle, have you seen the channel parade? I moved the channel parade to its own video. Have you seen it yet?
That I have not quite
Kyle,
seen.
you have got to check it out, Kyle, because you're featured in there. Of course you are, because you're that guy. Y'all, you've got to check out that long format content. Y'all, it is our first of many channel parades because it's Mardi Gras season. Why not? Y'all know
Was
kendyK.
that when you did the live stream?
Go ahead, Kyle. What'd you say, friend?
Was that when you did the channel parade on the live stream?
Actually, I started working from that, and watch, this one's got music. You're gonna love it. Yeah, I'm dropping the link now in case anyone needs to catch that channel parade. Y'all check it out, friends. Check it
I'll
out.
put it on
And
my bucket list.
yeah, put it on your bucket list. Oh, I love that, Kyle. Kyle, what you got going on your channel? You mentioned in the comments that you had a new video.
I
What you
threw
got?
out a new update video about some stuff coming out soon.
Okay, okay.
It's
Carol,
a it's a
look
one
all
and a
these
half
folks
to.
honoring you, Kyle. Carol, the girl manager, that guy. Simply Debbie Sue says that guy.
Appreciate it.
Kyle, they love you. You are that guy. You are
I
that
appreciate it. Thank you.
guy. Kyle, go ahead. Tell the folks good morning and share a little bit about your channel.
Good morning. Well, it's the afternoon for me, so good
Me
morning
too,
to
Kyle.
those. I'm sure it's morning wherever else where.
Yeah. We've
Hope
got a
you're,
question here, Kyle. Go ahead, Kyle.
hope y'all are staying warm out there. I'm getting a little tired of the freezing weather.
Kyle, me too. Kyle, I've got cabin fever.
We're
I've
getting
got.
snowflakes down here, not where I'm at, but in the upper parts up in Orlando.
Oh, okay, okay, but no, but you're still all clear. Did y'all get
Yeah,
any rain, Kyle?
it felt when it's dark at nighttime. Oh my god, it felt like it was like in the upper 10s or 15s.
Okay, okay. A friend, Doses of Shani
Oh,
says, does it make, we got a question here, Kyle. Doses of
okay.
Shani says, does it make a big difference if you schedule your lives? I have such a busy schedule. My lives are sporadic. I use both. Just to be quite honest for you, y'all, I work full time and I'm just a part time YouTube content creator. I repeat, I work full time. I'm just a
It
part
does get
time content
confusing
creator.
when it does get confusing sometimes because there are a lot of Pacific time zones.
Yes, absolutely. And so I do both. To answer Shani's question, y'all check out Doses of Shani. You're in the channel parade. I hope you've seen that too. Doses of Shani, you are in that channel parade along with Kyle Blog and so many other creators. Y'all, if you don't find yourself in this first channel parade, y'all, it's Mardi Gras. It's the season of Mardi Gras. There will be many parades, and I'm adding to that. But y'all, I'm doing so as a part-time content creator. So I use both. scheduled live streams, and and impromptu. Like I take 5 minutes, get my camera and my
Okay.
tripod set up, and then I go live. So for instance, I did a live stream last last night. It was a very scheduled live stream for Coffee and Conversations featuring another great content creator in the YouTube streets. It featured this content creator, Melinda G. TV. And so it was a scheduled live stream. The thumbnail had been out there for days before this live stream. But after that, kendyK went live again because I needed to fix my dinner. And I said, you know what? Might as well keep myself in the algorithm. So without a thumbnail, without anything at all, kendyK was just being kendyK. And this is all that you saw. And I did a live stream where I just warmed up my vegetable soup and made some cornbread on the fly and called that a live stream. I use both, but you're automatically, that was a great question coming in from Doses of Shani. You automatically will get way more views when you do a live stream. Kyle, hold on just a second. I'm trying to get Kyle up here too. You're automatically going to get more folks on a live stream when you have a thumbnail and when it's scheduled. Okay. But there are times because I work full time where I just have to go live when I can without much notice. So I use both. I use both. These are great questions coming in from the content creator. Look at all these friends saying hello to Kyle. You're that
I don't know if you saw my comment earlier on what I was saying about the live streams.
guy. Okay, I'll check it out here, Kyle. I will check it out. Yeah, as you see, normally 99% of the time, the Sunday edition of Shop Talk is going to happen for the Sunday edition of Shop Talk. And this morning, it just didn't work out. So I had to quick drop a post and let you all know that we were going to be starting later. And I dropped it with a community post. I shared it out with my members, my subscribers, and recent viewers of Shop Talk. All received that post. Well, really, it's recent viewers of any of your content on your channel should then receive their post when they log into YouTube as a part of their home screen. Thank you all. Thank you all. Kyle says, thanks everybody. He appreciates it. Let me get everything set back up here and let's keep moving forward with this train. Okay, friends. So this is what I did one day before the live stream. I put something out that was similar that just kind of primed the pump. Look at it, friends. Look at what I did not do. I did not put the link in that first post. Nope. It was just about letting you know that Amy Loses It is coming up. I did it the night before. Okay. This is a Coffee and Conversations we did 2 weeks ago, though. Okay. That's why it says 2 weeks ago. But the night before the live stream, right, the night before the interview with Amy Loses It, I put out this post. And boy, did the folks respond. I asked a question. I said, take the poll in 2026. What do you desire most? Health and wellness or weight loss, growing your YouTube channel, traveling, or all of these? Y'all, would you answer that post question for me? What do you desire most in 2026? Health and wellness or weight loss, growing your YouTube channel, traveling, or honestly, all of those. And for me, it's going to be all of these. That's what I'm dropping
I
in.
would
Kyle,
say
what would you drop in?
I would say YouTube and traveling.
Ooh, I should have known that because Kyle is that guy. He is our travel guy. Kyle, tell viewers where you've been recently and where you and your family are planning to travel to next.
Well, a couple months ago we were on a cruise. We haven't really traveled anywhere lately, just because we've just been really busy with other stuff.
Kyle, did you do your cruise in December or was it earlier in January? You just came back from a cruise.
Um,
I think that was in December, right?
I think it was. I
Yeah.
believe that was like 2 months ago.
See, Kyle is that guy. Kyle literally just went on a cruise, y'all, in December. Literally. He just went on a cruise in December, and he's calling that months ago. Kyle is that guy. That's what I'm saying. He's our guy. He's our guy.
And
He
I'm
is
also
that
trying
guy.
my best to get through with the editing and all that stuff, and it really takes up a lot of my time.
It does. It does. It does.
Not
But
saying I hate editing, I enjoy it.
yeah, editing, it takes a lot of time. I agree with that, Kyle, and I know other content creators would agree too. All these content creators, Lala says these are great tips. Sandra James says on Mac
I would
Miss
agree as well.
TK, she wants to work on all of those things. Doses of Shani says she wants to work on her health and wellness, growing her channel, traveling, having fun. I'm glad that all of you are saying that you want to work on all of these things, including YouTube, because everything in moderation, friends. Everything in moderation, even YouTube. Even YouTube,
YouTube,
especially if you're a
YouTube can be a struggle sometimes.
yeah, especially if you are a part-time content creator, y'all. You're in the right place. ShopTalk is where it's at because everything here is absolutely free. Okay. Folks will charge you for it if you're willing to pay them. But for ShopTalk, it's absolutely free. Okay. And so that's what I did one day before is I didn't even give this picture that you see there on the right. All I did was that poll and mention by adding some text at the top, just a little bit, that Amy Loses It was going to be joining us. Kyle, do you use posts on your channel?
You're talking about community posts?
Yeah.
Every once in a while. Only when I share out certain videos that I enjoy.
Yes, you sure do. And thank you. You even shared out my cheeseburger video.
Yes. And
Appreciate
that
it.
got 4 likes.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you for doing that, friend.
You are
And then
most definitely welcome.
thank you, Kyle. See, he's that guy. And then, friends, on the day of the live stream, I put out that post that you might see to the right on this visual. Let me make it a little bit larger so everybody can see it. On the day of the live stream, I let you know that we're going live in 30 minutes. Look at my emojis. Look at how I use those emojis. I love that siren emoji. And do you know that I saw Stealth Health India? If you know anything about Stealth Health India, she is in the GLP-1 community for weight loss and health and wellness. And she was one of the first people. A lot of people use that siren emoji, but something clicked when I saw her use it because she uses it a lot of times when she is telling you all that this is the title for her live stream. And it just draws my eye. And I've been using it ever since. It's now one of my favorite emojis. Y'all drop your favorite emoji in the chat because emojis help to push the traffic as long as you don't use too many. Emojis help to push the traffic. And the YouTube algorithm has learned and been taught to look for the arrow emojis. I'm just saying. Notice, no, I'm sharing the pro tips, y'all. I'm sharing the exact things that I've done to grow this channel. We're on the road to 5K. And my first mini goal is 2,000 subscribers. And I appreciate every single one of you. Look at these friends is sharing some of their favorite emojis. I'm loving this Sunday edition of Shop Talk
Some of the
today.
emojis can be really funny.
They are. Lala loves this emoji. I already knew that. Kyle is sharing some of his favorite emojis. Thank you all. Thank you all. They're fun too. They're really sometimes the emoji just it tells the story even better. Put the emoji with some good specific text and it's gold. It's gold. Doses of Shiny says, does it matter the time of day you post your long form videos or your shorts? I posted a short and had over 1,000 views. Congratulations. I posted another one and it was the same type and I thought it was actually better, but it didn't do good. Don't overthink it, doses of Shani. It is like that. Sometimes the content that you quick threw out there as a short, quick threw out there as a community post, that might be the content that like it took you less than 2 minutes and you took a picture and you posted it as an image post. It's gonna be the thing that gets 1,000 views. I think we've all been there, doses of Shani. Who knows? Who
We all been
knows?
there.
We have Kyle. Say that again, Kyle.
We all been there before.
We've all been there, doses of Shawnee and content creators. Let me say
Doesn't
this.
matter who you are.
It doesn't matter who you are. Unless you're like a Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast, he gets so many views. And so
Absolutely.
many, like, it's crazy.
Because I can even watch Mr. Beast on the back of the airplane seats when I'm on my flights getting back to
Oh,
the West Coast.
his content's amazing.
Yeah, they show the top 10 YouTube creators. Their channels can be watched on
Dang.
Delta Airlines. Yes,
Speaking of
recent
shorts, when
episodes
you
of
were
their
talking
channel.
about shorts a few minutes ago,
Uh-huh.
I got a short that had gotten over 74,000 views.
Okay. Wow. How many, Kyle?
74,000 views, and I got one on
Whoa.
my other shorts channel, which has gotten over 76,000 views.
Yes. Wow. I have never gotten shorts that have that many number of views.
That
So those
blew my
of
mind.
Shawnee, 1,000 views is a lot of views as a small content creator. Congratulations. Kudos to you, doses
At
of
least you're
Shawnee.
doing something right to bring
You
traffic to your
are.
channel.
You are. Let me tell you this, friends, about what I do know for sure about shorts and your long format content and your live streams. Long format videos and live streams run on completely different servers, YouTube servers, than shorts. Shorts content is analyzed and put out by YouTube totally separate from your long format content and your live streams. So they don't go hand in hand. That is reason number one why you're never going to get the same number of viewers that you get on a short, which is always more, as that you're going to get on your long format content and your live streams because they don't operate on the same systems by YouTube, by the supercomputers. They operate on totally different servers. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like FedEx. FedEx runs jumbo jets all over the world transporting packages. But that's totally different from the box truck that delivers it to your house. Still FedEx. But we're talking about the ground crews and we're talking about the jumbo jets that moves the cargo across the world, including pandas for zoos. Do you see what I'm saying? Same FedEx, but different. Same YouTube, but shorts content is handled just as shorts content. And long format videos and live streams are handled totally separate. If that makes sense. Welcome in, content creators. Let's welcome some more content creators. And so notice that I did not drop the link until 30 minutes before the stream. And sometimes, y'all, I don't drop the link until 5 minutes before the stream. But what I've done is conditioned my regular viewers and my members and my subscribers to know that when they need the link right away, because it's Sunday and it's time for kendyK's Shop Talk, they know that they can always go to the community post and capture that link. And friends, you can also click on, I don't know if everyone knows this or not, but I know that you can also just click on the channel page. If you click on folks' channel picture, like we have Patty's Kitchen, Garden, and More, great content creator. She's another seasoned lady, a woman that's too grown for y'all to be asking her how old she is. Don't do that, friends. You don't do that with us seasoned folks. There's wisdom in our years, friends. But if you click on the channel picture, on the profile picture, then sometimes it'll let you know that they are live right now, and sometimes it'll have that little word live. Kyle, tell us a little bit more about that. I know you know that. Oh, I hope we didn't lose our buddy, Kyle. Let me welcome in more content creators. We want to welcome in Jerry G to the building. Welcome in, Jerry G. Jerry G says we made it to February. Yes. Yes. Everyone's loving Patty's Kitchen Garden and more. Welcome in. There's our friend Big Boss Lady T. Welcome in. There's Gemini Diva 79. Big Boss Lady T. Welcome in, friend. You know I love you're my favorite red dress again. And Big Boss Lady T also has another channel. She's a double threat in these YouTube streets. And check out both of her channels when you can. Friends, here's another content creator I want you to be aware of. It's Allison Mapp. Y'all check out Allison Mapp. Allison, I want to share y'all what it truly means when we use terms like connect and grow. Okay, this is another form. It's an easy collaborations, and that really is timely because we are in this series now talking about the power of the post, the power of using community posts on your channel to activate the algorithm. Allison Mapp, as a content creator, she collaborated with me. I did for Shop Talk. I did an episode of Shop Talk. Y'all might remember this, where we were talking about memberships and how, from the viewer's perspective, why you say, well, I watch all of my favorite YouTube channels. I'm a subscriber on their channel and I drop comments. I hit the like button all the time, and they always hand out gift memberships, but I've never received one. Well, friends, let me tell you this. You have to activate those memberships. You've got to activate those memberships on your channel. And so check out that episode of Shop Talk if you haven't ever received a gifted membership. And that resonated with so many content creators because there were so many content creators such as Allison Mapp. Y'all check out her. I made sure to put her channel link, her channel handle at Allison Mapp right there on the visual so that everyone could see it. Allison Mapp, she did a post on her channel and she said, okay, so I was watching kendyK live earlier and I did what you told me to do. And I cannot believe that less than an hour later, after she activated gift memberships, she followed the steps that I gave in Shop Talk. She said within less than an hour, she received her very first gifted channel membership. And it was to another one of our safe spaces in the YouTube streets, the Source Network. Y'all check out the Source. You want to, Kyle, are you planning on being on the Source today?
I don't think so because I'm out.
Oh, okay. Okay, understood. But Kyle is a frequent co-host over there as well on the Source, checking out the Source, and they do a great gift wheel. And if you do pop over there to the Source and it's your first time over there, let them know that kendyK sent you, because we just work together. We're just creators supporting creators, and I love to point you in the right direction of safe spaces. So Allison put out that great, just a little bit of a mention, a shout out to me and Shop Talk, and I appreciated her for doing that. That's what we mean by connect, grow, and share. Y'all, you can always use that share button. It looks like an arrow. Click that share button and you can share good content. If somebody's doing a great live stream, you just want to give them a boost, y'all hit that share arrow under their live stream or under their long format content. And it gives you an opportunity to drop some verbiage as well. But guess what? All of the engagement goes to the original creator. That post from Allison, because I shared it again on my channel, that post got 147 thumbs up. Not for kendyK, it was 147 likes on
Dang.
Allison Map. On Allison Map. Y'all, that's what it means to connect, to collaborate, and grow. You did it. We worked together and she did that. I had no idea. She was just being a kind human by sharing
That's
me out
crazy.
and letting folks know that kendyK, she was teaching us step by step how to activate those gift memberships on ShopTalk. Thank you. Thank you. And that means a 147 because I reshared it. I shared her post on my as a post on my channel. We both growing in these YouTube streets together. We are better together. Well, things are good, friend. Y'all, this might be a good time. Maybe we need to fluctuate the time and flex the time on Shop Talk on Sundays because I know some people, it depends on what time you might do church service on Sundays. It also always depends on what time, if I'm going to church in person or if I'm watching online. We want to welcome in some of these great content creators. It's Brooklyn Beauty. We've got Munjaro Journey with Pam. We've got Brooklyn Beauty TV joining us. Hey, y'all. Hey. Munjaro Journey with Pam. Another great question. When you share, do you share as a post or adding to a video and or description? I always share it as a post. I always share it as a post, and it will ask you, do you want to share it as a post? And I do. If I see somebody who is just having a really great live stream, because again, they may not have been able to create, they may have been had an impromptu live stream, right? I didn't have time to create the post, you know, put the secret sauce on it before, during, and after. I just had to go live because this was my window that I could go live as I'm driving home from work and I just want to chit chat. If I see they're having a good chit chat and a positive chit chat, I'm going to go ahead and post them out. Why? Because it's free, because it's fun, because it's creators supporting creators, friends. We can all grow together. We can all grow
Mm-hmm.
together.
Mm-hmm.
So question was, when you share, do you share as a post? Let me pop it right back up there, friends. Let me show you how you do it. Hit that arrow button. If you look on the right hand side of your screen there, just hit that arrow button. I've got a yellow arrow pointing to the arrow button that you need to hit, and it will say create a post. And then you have the opportunity to add a few words to it if you want. And I always prime that pump. Y'all, I always prime the pump. And in this case, I said, Allison Map, I'm so glad you watched Shop Talk and scored your first ever gifted channel membership. At the force at the source 479, because that's where she got the gifted channel membership, was gifted to her from the source. I shouted out the hashtag Are You Locked In crew, another safe space in the YouTube streets. I said, congratulations, hashtag Tuber Chat, another safe space in the YouTube streets. And there's a group of seasoned ladies, and they put out a lot of content using the hashtag Core Tribe. Y'all, nobody owns these hashtags, but these hashtags will lead you to some great places and spaces. I'm just saying. Yeah. All right, friends. Let's keep this train rolling so that we can move right along. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for sticking and staying with me and my co-host Kyle Vlog. Y'all,
I
there
know who Tuber Chat is.
you do. I do too. Friends,
I've known him for a while.
yeah, absolutely. Y'all, thank you all for being here. Here are the posts that work. Best friends, the polls are is going to get you the high engagement that you're looking for. So are questions that you might use a text post and then direct folks using those arrows pointing down to the comments. Ask them to drop a comment in the comment section that answers that question, that compelling question that you come up with. Use Ask Studio to come up with your poll. Use Ask Studio to help you if you have trouble thinking of great things that will be engaging for viewers to want to hit your like button and want to drop a comment. Using Post That Link, Friends, don't forget, use post that link to your long format videos and your live streams. And image posts also work well too. I love to use image posts, but kendyK almost always, not almost always, 100% of the time, kendyK is going to add some text right before any of my posts, even my polls. Y'all check out kendyK and my Coffee and Conversations with Melinda G TV. Her channel link is right there in white up near the flowers. See, I put out flowers for this interview with Melinda G TV. She's a wife, she's a mom, and she's got a great story. And she puts out lifestyle content. Check her out, Melinda G TV. I am so super excited to have everyone joining us for this edition. Y'all, here's your creator habit of the week. Look at friends. Thank you, Gemini Diva. Thank you for helping to moderate this stream. Kyle Vlog says, welcome in. Look at Kyle. He is that guy. Y'all, don't forget to post. When you do your post before, during, and after your content. Think about a post, okay? Post before, hours before, or even a day or two before you have a long format content premiering, before a live stream, a day before, or even a few hours before. Will get your content in that algorithm and help the YouTube supercomputers to connect the right audience, the right viewers with your content. Don't ever delete those posts, even
I
posts that don't get a lot of thumbs or a lot of comments on them.
I have a question.
Anything that's pointing to your content is good for the YouTube supercomputers. Go ahead, Kyle.
I have a question about the upload post. You don't want to upload your videos right away to YouTube, in my suggestion, or however you say it, but you want to private it first because you don't want to put everything out in public really quick.
Yeah.
Just private it first because you want to put all your private stuff and all your stuff into your video description and your thumbnail, and I do everything before I have the video to go.
Yeah, and Kyle, I'll just tweak that just a little bit. When you upload new content before, folks are, I know you work on that content, you edit things out, and you said, I'm ready, it's gonna post. I'm gonna become viral off of this one. Y'all upload, but upload to unlisted. Okay, don't upload to public. Don't make it public as soon as you upload. Upload to unlisted. Get it in the YouTube algorithm, allow it to sit for and marinate 2 or 3 hours. Do it, treat it like a steak. Treat it like some chicken or some pork chops. Put the seasoning
Mm-hmm.
on it.
That
Put
sounds
all
good.
the hashtags on it. Put the description in the description box with
Hmm.
hashtags and the tags, and let that thing marinate at least 2 or 3 hours, or overnight, or a couple of days before. The longer you let it marinate unlisted before it goes public for the first time, the better, the stronger the audience you're going to get, and it's going to be sent out to the right audience, the one that you wanted it to go to. They're asking you, Kyle, what are you using when you upload your videos? How do you upload, Kyle? Using your phone or using your tablet?
Most of the time, I would use my tablet because that's when I use my editing app on to edit all my stuff. So I
And
just usually do it from the tablet.
I think they want to know too, do you use CapCut? What do you use to edit?
I use
I use
I,
iMovie to edit.
I use iMovie as well
Okay.
because it's a free software.
Me and Kyle, see,
Cause I'm
Kyle is
not,
that guy. Me and
I'm not,
Kyle is that guy, y'all. Free is free. So I use iMovie.
I'm not trying to pay for something to waste money on. I don't do that. No.
Kyle, y'all, you can use CapCut, and I am trying to learn CapCut, the free version of CapCut, i.e. the free version of CapCut, i.e. the free version of CapCut. But friends, I fully monetized the channel this whole time, 2 years on YouTube,
Right.
and I did it all with iMovie, free.
I like iMovie.
I do too. Well, it's I don't know if I like it, but it's the one I know how to use best because it's the only one I've been using. Okay.
As long as
But
you like it, you like it.
I upload from my laptop in the full desktop edition of YouTube Studio, or from my, just like Kyle, I use my iPad. He uses his tablet to upload new content, and I just like Kyle, upload to unlisted. Don't upload straight. Don't make your things go straight public. Let them marinate.
Oops.
Set them to go public 2 or 3 hours after you upload them into YouTube Studio.
I don't upload into YouTube Studio. I upload it straight from the YouTube app.
Oh, okay. But you upload to private though,
Yeah.
so they're still going in there to marinate. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He doesn't upload to public, and you should not upload to public. You should upload to unlisted. Is my recommendation.
I'm just putting it out there to everybody that's brand new to YouTube.
Yeah. Doses of Shawnee says, I was using iMovie, but I can't work it well. I too, iMovie works a lot better for me now that I have my iPad.
There
Yeah.
are ways to, if you search up iMovie on YouTube, they can walk you step by step on how to use it a certain way.
Okay. Yeah. And after 2 years of doing my editing on iMovie, I've become more savvy. I'm now, trying to do a few things, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm just being honest, friends. Lean into this. I'm just being honest, friends. I am just like you all, okay? But I was able to fully monetize my channel at 49 years of age. I can't even say at 48. That's when I started my YouTube channel. But I monetized the channel within 6 months, starting with about 200 subscribers. In 6 months, I fully monetized the channel.
You see, I didn't know about iMovie until one of my brothers brought it up to me.
Yeah. That's when you upload straight to public without letting it marinate overnight, or at least 2 or 3 hours before you make that content public. You really do it's kind of like turning off the tap before, how you turn on the water when you're in the bathroom or you're in the kitchen. You turn on
Yeah,
the water, and even if you want to turn on the hot water, even when you first turn it on, it's cold. You got to let it run a little bit.
Yep.
And the longer you let it run, it gets what? Piping hot, just like you wanted that hot water to be.
I don't want it to be scorching hot.
Well, I want my videos, my long format content in my live streams. I want them to be scorching hot. I'm sorry. I want them to be on full blast boil. So I'm gonna put them in to YouTube unlisted and let them marinate till they're piping hot, boiling hot. Y'all drop some flames in there. Drop some flames in that chat. This has been a great
So
time.
yeah,
And I think
yeah.
we have learned a lot. Ooh, Patty's Kitchen Garden. Morris says, kendyK, wait a minute. I'm in these ads. Ads are rolling. Y'all let them roll. Let them roll.
Yeah, I hate when they ad cuts you off at a certain minute.
Yeah, that is that ad revenue rolling, and once you reach monetization, you'll see how helpful it is when you all let those ads roll. Just be patient. We all need to learn a lot more patience.
Sometimes I skip some ads because I'm just like, nah, I'm not doing it.
Well, again, that's okay too, because as long as you let it roll, it rolls through, and then if you let it roll for even 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and then before you hit the skip button, it's okay. It's okay, because you've
Right.
got ads coming in at the beginning before you come into the live stream. You've got mid-roll ads even on the video on demand on the replay, and then you've got ads at the end of the live stream. Y'all, we're getting ready to come down from this place. Kyle, go ahead. You've got anything to share?
I'm trying to think right now. What do you got coming up for anything in the future?
Oh, for me? Well, let's do this, Kyle. Look at all these friends dropping these. Oh, that fire emoji. That's hot. That fire emoji is hot. I like that. I like that, friends. Ooh, that was a good one. Thank you all for joining
Feels like
us.
we're at a campfire now.
Yeah. Yeah. Pam says I've uploaded a lot of my content public and then trying to make updates, but I learned recently to keep it private first. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, usually when I upload my stuff, I usually do all the other important stuff and the other stuff, and I just let YouTube take care of the rest.
I know that's right, Kyle. Thank you, friends. Friends, here we go. If you're interested in having an extended interview for coffee and conversations, check me out, friends. And this episode of Shop Talk is brought to you by Pound Cake Experts. Visit poundcakeexperts.com. With 50 flavors of gourmet pound cake, there's bound to be something worth eating and enjoying. Every piece of Pound Cake Experts is a smile. Friends, they've got sugar-free, gluten-free, and vegan options. Check out Pound Cake Experts on all social medias. And my favorite flavor is butter. When you visit Pound Cake Experts, let her know that kendyK sent you. Y'all, here are the creator habits, just in case you didn't see those. And use posts between your uploads. So remember, to stay in the YouTube algorithm, you need to really have at least 2, but 3 is optimal. 3 is optimal. 3 long format videos each week if you really want to grow your channel rapidly. And that's how I got to monetization in 6 months. Is I started doing 3 live streams of Shop Talk per week, plus continue to put out my best long format videos. Friends, and I did it as a part-time content creator. So did I always get to those 3 live streams a week? No. Nope. Sometimes I just got to the Sunday edition. Sometimes I got to 2 of the 3 live streams a week. But what I did do was level up and continue to put out my best long format content. And in between that, y'all, I sprinkled that thing with good posts. So, y'all, we're still in this season of posts, because I'm telling you, the posts are really going to help you between your long format videos and your live streams. So, here's your creator habit of the week. If you have not posted yet this week, what's holding you back? What's holding you back? Go ahead and post, and we're going to be looking out for your best content. And please use some of the strategies that I've been using. Friends, let me just take one quick step back and share this about your posts. Let me pull that back up so that everyone can see. Let's go back to this one with Amy Loses It, because it's worth us taking a second look at before we get out of here. Friends, if you look over to the right, I've got going live in 30 minutes. I've got my favorite emoji up there. It's that siren emoji. And then on the next line, I have my pointing finger pointing to the right, pointing directly to that channel link. It's a hyperlink, so it's going to be blue. So that's automatically going to drive folks' eyes to it so they can tap in to the live stream. Friends, make sure that whatever you put in the top 2 lines of your post, put your best stuff, including any channel links or including any kendyK is going live, the word Shop Talk, whatever, put those things in the top 2 lines, okay? And then anything after that, you're probably going to have the viewer's probably going to have to click on the more. And they often will if you got the best stuff in the top 2 lines. That's another pro tip coming straight to you from kendyK all day. Make sure you drop your channel link in the top 2 lines. I hardly ever drop my channel link in the very top line because they don't know what that link is to. So I usually put some text in the very top line of my post, and I put the channel link on the second line. Put my channel link on the second line. You see how I have that there in that post? That's another one of my pro tips. Just something that I learned, and because that will work that way on if they're checking out the post from their TV, if they're checking it out from their tablet, they might be reading the post from their tablet, but most often people are reading posts from their smartphone. So you want to make sure that link comes before they have to click on the more button, or they may not even see that you gave them a channel link. Don't put it in the top. Just remember I said don't put it in the top. You got to tell them what that's to. The supercomputers like to know. Remember, the words aren't just for your viewers and subscribers, y'all. The words are for the YouTube supercomputers, the algorithm as well. Y'all, we're out of here, friends. We are out of here. Thank y'all for joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. I really enjoyed it. Now you got me rethinking and wondering, ooh, should we kind of switch up the time that we hold Shop Talk? Maybe we'll do it in the early afternoon on Sundays. Y'all, thank you all for sticking and staying with me. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being locked in. Thank you for all the wonderful questions coming in from the Content Creator Collective. Thank you all for sharing some of your favorite emojis. I hope that you can find these emojis too. I love to see the friends who are sharing out, members of kendyK's group, who are sharing out their channel links. Y'all don't forget to check out our channel parade. Channel parade has went to the streets, to the YouTube streets. I am putting that in the chat. Y'all, channel parade has went to the YouTube streets. For real, for real. Y'all, I have pinned that link to the top of the chat. Y'all check out that channel parade for me, if you would, please, so that we can shout out a whole lot of great creators. And we have some new badges attached to that. Y'all check it out. Give us some feedback, and channel links are included in the new channel parade. It's moved to its own video. Y'all, there'll be many parades because this is Mardi Gras season. Y'all, welcome in. Happy February, everyone. Let me just pin that to this one as well. I mean, we've had a lot of good friends come through here. I love that for us. Thank you all for being here. This has been super cool. Super duper cool. Kyle, you want to share your goodbyes, friends, while I roll through and put some of the content creators up here again?
What device?
I said you want to share your goodbyes. You want to say goodbye to the Content Creator Collective?
I didn't know what you meant by sorry.
All right, y'all. Thank
Well,
y'all
I
for being
hope everybody
here.
has a great day and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay nice and warm. I know there's not a lot of people outside today. Trying to stay in where it's nice and warm.
Yeah, exactly what Kyle said. Y'all, thank you all for being here. Thank you
Can't
all
wait
for
until the
being
heat
locked
comes back.
in.
Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you. Goodbye for now. Ain't as simple as it seems. It's the laughter, it's the team, building life on self-esteem. We keep the light. Yeah, it's that time again, we shine again. From Memphis to the Northwest wind. It's love, it's life, it's every day. You can't decay all day. Morning light, coffee in hand. Make